and welcome back into PureAdrenaline Sports, everybody. This is John coming at you with live play-by-play and live reaction of some Philadelphia Flyers hockey. We're back to some Flyers coverage. This is the Flyers' sixth game of the year, but this is our first live stream, so we'll see if we get some of our folks back from last hockey season coming back. A couple things tonight. We got Dr. Delay doing the football games. We got Rising Rhino doing the football games. We got Fitzy doing MLB baseball tonight for Game 7. So we'll keep an eye on all our friends and see how everybody's doing. But welcome back in for some NHL action here on the Pure Adrenaline Sports Network. The Seattle Kraken do not have a regulation loss this year. 3 wins, no regulation losses, 2 overtime losses, where the Flyers are 2-2-1, but coming off a big overtime win against the Minnesota Wild last game. So we're still a couple minutes away from puck drop. We'll look at the other scores going on around sports tonight. Once again, Seattle and Toronto, Game 7 of the ALCS tonight as well. When we're done tonight, we'll redirect everybody over to Fitzy for that one. But then we got Tampa Bay and Detroit in NFL coverage tonight. Houston and Seattle. NHL, we'll get the NHL scores going here. Some other games starting here along with us. We got the Minnesota Wild and New York Rangers. Sabres and Canadiens at 7:30. Then at 9:30, the Jets and Flames. 10 o'clock, the Hurricanes and Golden Knights. So a light schedule here in the NHL tonight. Going up against Game 7 there in Major League Baseball. And 2 Monday Night Football games. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Just getting underway there. And Houston and Seattle once again tonight. So let's come over and look at the NHL. Once this goes, we'll get the game stats going as well. Still waiting for puck to drop here. But thank you everybody that came out yesterday for the couple streams we did yesterday. We did the London game for the NFL. And then we did Game 6 of the ALCS last night with Toronto with the big 6-2 win. Let's see, who do we got in goal tonight? Dan Vladar for the Flyers. Joey Dakar for Seattle. So Dakar and Vladar. I do not have Vladar on my radar. Why do I not have Vladar on my... Do I have him under the wrong number maybe? No. Vladar is in goal. Jared's here. What's up, Jared? Hello, good sir. Let's see how Trevor Zegras does today. We'll see how the whole team does. They're 2-2-1. They played fairly good hockey here against some tough opponents. Hey, fans of the Green Bay Packers this year. What's up? Long time no see. Big win for your Packers yesterday with Jacobs here as well. Let's go. Don't follow hockey much, but I am a Rangers fan. That's okay. We all can't be perfect. just kidding. Just kidding. And now it's time for Pittsburgh, right? Is that the Thursday night game or is that the Sunday night game? I know it's a night game. I think it might be Sunday night. In Pittsburgh, too. Get a little bit of a snack here before the game starts. Sunday night. Thank you, Jacob. I think this is the earliest we've done hockey. Last game of a 4-game homestand for the Flyers here. Then they go on the road Thursday night to play Ottawa. And then I believe they're back home for 5 more. Jamie Drysdale, his 100th game as a Flyer tonight. Lions 7-0, St. Brown Tutty. Let me see the replay here. Oh, defender fell down. All right, here we go. We're getting ready for opening face-off here. Seattle will win it. Deflected into the Flyers' end, back behind the net. Couturier's there. Couturier still has it and able to get it out to center ice, but Seattle takes over. Seattle will head back up the ice. Stevenson can't handle it, but he gets it. They're offside. Seattle is offside at the Flyer blue line. First whistle at 19:31. Face off just outside the Flyers blue line. And the Flyers win it. Send it up ice at the blue line there would have been offside. So Brink holds, and now they dump it in. Give chase along the near boards here. Coates dumps it back behind the net, but Seattle is there. That one sent all the way down. This will be icing. So Flyers will get an offensive draw at 19:06. It's going to take me a minute to get used to the Seattle players here, going by number. Montour and McCann are out. Oh, I believe McCann's the guy I got in my thumbnail for the game. Flyers win the draw. York skates towards the net, skates out in front, and loses control of the puck. Zegras got it, but it's stolen there. 3-on-2, Seattle the other way. When the Flyers intercept, but Seattle gets the loose puck. Backhand, Vladar able to get a stick on that one. Vladar with another save. Flyers get to the puck and head up ice. Well, Flyers are offside as they try to bring it into the Seattle end. Another whistle here at 18:34. Did this one hit the post? Oh, it hit the crossbar. Vladar did not get a piece of that. Oh, it got the pad. It got his blocker. And then it hit the post and crossbar. Turnover here for the Flyers. Forrester. Oh, deflected wide past Brink. Brink's got the loose puck here along the near boards. Out to Zamula. Puck's loose here in front. Seattle will get to it and clear up. Not enough for icing here as the Flyers go back and grab it. Over a stick, and Seattle will bring it back out of their own end. Shane Wright. Nice quick shot there on goal. Vladar with the stick save. Back behind the Flyer net. Out front. Deflected wide. Forrester will get to the puck. Flips it out to center where Brink is there, and he'll dump it all the way down. Flyers will go for a change. 17:40 left in the first. Oh. And blocked out front by the Flyers here. They'll get to the puck. And they'll head up ice. Lachenko, oh, nice save there. That was, I believe that was Lachenko's first shot on goal of the season. He's not played every game. Delorier with the healthy scratch tonight. Flyers waiting in their own end here, waiting to complete a change. The Couturier get to the red line and dump it all the way down. But Seattle gets to it behind their own net. York. Oh, it's 2-on-1 the other way now for Seattle. Schwartz save Vladar. Puck still loose. And the Flyers will get to the loose puck. That's Sanheim looking for an outlet. Gets the Couturier. Konechny the shot. Oh, save, and it trickles wide. Konechny still with the puck here. We have a delayed penalty coming up. York still with the puck. Konechny fans on it, but York gets it back. Over to Sanheim. Back to TK. Michkov's got it behind the net. It deflects across ice. Puck is loose here. Flyers will get to it. Still delayed penalty coming up. Oh, Seattle still has not touched. Michkov's with the puck. Back to Sanheim at the point. Holds. Down to Michkov. Back to Sanheim. Tip it. Shot. Blocked out front. Flyers get to the puck. Sanheim still got it. And that'll get back out to center ice. Flyers still have it here. So delayed penalty still coming up here. Konechny to tip it. Back to Konechny. Centers it, and now Seattle will touch. 15:20 left. So Flyer fans, you know what that means.
The Flyers are going on the Kika Powerway.
Thank you, Lou. Adam Larson, 2 minutes for hooking. Cates, Forrester, Brink, Zegras, and York for the Flyers. And Seattle will win the draw. And that one cleared out the center. Flyers bring it in. It's deflected back out the center. And a penalty coming up on York for the Flyers for tripping a man. And the power play lasts only 24 seconds. So York gets the penalty for tripping. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 1:36, and then Seattle will have a 24-second advantage. Flyers have 4 shots so far. Seattle 2. Flyers win the draw. Have it behind their own net. Looking for an outlet. And now they'll head up ice. Oh. That one intercepted by Seattle. And they'll bring it into the Flyer end. Tippett's got it now. Neither team able to get set up here. They'll get to the red line and chase. Tippett gets to the loose puck. So wide angle shot is knocked away. 1 minute to go in the 4-on-4. .44 seconds left here. That one sent out to center, but the Flyers get to it. Oh, I don't know about that. They called Zegras offside. We get a stoppage in play, but welcome in, everybody. Welcome back into some Flyers coverage. This is our first Flyer game of the year. Season, I should say, of the season. The chat has gone quiet tonight. Wild and Rangers tied up at 1 there. Just about 7 minutes into that one. Detroit already up 7-0 and driving again. Once again, when we're done here tonight, our guy Fitzy will be live streaming Game 7 of the Toronto series. Ron is here. What's up, Ron? Ron's Yankees had a better season than my Mets did. I'm good, Ron. How are you? Wow. The face-off is just outside the Seattle blue line here. And Seattle will win it. Still 4-on-4 here for 30 seconds. Seattle has it at the red line. And we'll head into the Flyers' end. Puck loose here. Tried to center one. Dunn keeps it in. Sent wide of the net. Sanheim tried to clear. And now we will. Konechny's got it. Couturier back to Konechny. Shot is wide. 2-1. We're back to... Seattle's got a power play for another 20 seconds here. So time for a rush or two. Shot still 4-2 in favor of the Flyers. Puck loose behind the Flyer net. And that one's deflected out to center. 5 seconds on the advantage. This one deflected, so no icing as it goes into the Flyers' end. Vladar unable to clear. Seattle gets to the puck. They score. We'll see if it got deflected in, but the Flyers were unable to clear. Everly might have gotten the puck. Everly gets the goal. Fleury definitely getting an assist on that one. But Seattle takes an early 1-0 lead. Oh. Everly turned his back and it hit him right in the 7 and it goes in the net. Oh, now we have another whistle. Hand pass. Hand pass out at center ice. Puck behind the net here along the near board now. Flyers get to it. Cates back behind the net. Looking for an outlet. Still looking. And Seattle will get to it and clear her out. 3-on-3 the other way. They do look like the San Jose Sharks uniforms. The Flyers will get to it as that one's centered in front. They just clear it out to center ice, but Zamula's got it, looking for an outlet as the Flyers continue a change. There we go. Now they'll head up ice. Michkov. Zegras back to Michkov. Back behind the net. He's bumped off the puck there, but he gets to the puck. Zegras back behind the net. Tried to center one. And Seattle will clear. Flyers turn it over in their own end. Dvorak trying to get to the loose puck here along the far boards, but Seattle gets to the puck. Now the Flyers will head up ice, 3-on-2. York. He turned it over. And Sealer has to go all the way back to the Flyer end to get it. Where's the puck here? At center ice. Backhanded into the Seattle end. Fight for it along the near boards here. Nice close-up shot. Sealer was able to keep it in, tip it, sends it towards the net. And Decourt will hold on. That puck was a deflection. Flyers with an offensive zone draw here to the right of the goaltender. Flyers get the puck. Drysdale sends one towards the net. It goes all the way around. Tippett's got to go back and get it. Drysdale gets to the red line and backhands all the way down. Oh, lost it. And they score! I don't know how they got it. Tippett put it in. A funny bounce, and we're tied at 1. One of those goals you don't expect. Just takes a funny bounce. Let's see. Does it hop over a Seattle stick here? It did. It hopped over a Seattle stick right to Tippett. And he put it in. The goaltender was out of the net. So we're tied at 1 with 10:04 left in the first. Flyers back in the offensive zone here. But Seattle has the puck and they'll head up ice. It deflects up and out of play. Was it off a Flyer stick or a Seattle stick? So we are tied up at 1 here as we go to commercial. What we got here? Still 7-0 Detroit. Still 7-0 Detroit. But it looks like they have the ball at their own 14-yard line. Tonight will be Houston and Seattle. Flyers Islanders at 12:30 on Saturday. We might do that one. Let's take a look around the league here. Wild and Rangers still tied up at 1. We're tied up at 1. Sabres and Habs coming up any second. Jets Flames tonight at 9:30 and Canes and Golden Knights tonight at 10. Seattle with the puck here. Vladar snags that one. Holds on. Oh, it was off his helmet. I thought he gloved it. Seattle gets the puck, dumps it all the way around. Brings got it into the Seattle end. Sends it all the way down, but loses control. That's a hand pass. Yep. 9 minutes to go here in the first. Flyers win the draw, but Seattle was able to flip it out the center. Michkov the shot save. Dvorak gets it back to Zegras. Michkov. Dvorak got elbowed. I think that's going to be called. Or was it a high stick? Either way, it's going to be a penalty on Seattle. High sticking. Time to cue the Lou.
And the Flyers are going on the Kika power play.
Let's see if this one lasts longer than the last one. Couturier, Konechny, Tippett, Michkov, and Drysdale on the ice for the Flyers. The puck is loose here, and Seattle gets to it. And they'll clear it all the way down. Oh for 1. They didn't, just because it was 24 seconds, they did not officially register a shot. They'll bring it in. Konechny, Drysdale, Michkov, back to Drysdale, back to Michkov, back to Drysdale, Konechny, back to Drysdale, and unable to keep it in. Race for the puck. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Short-handed opportunity. Shot saved Dvorak. Michkov. Konechny's got it. Settles things down now. And cleared out to center ice. Flyers have to go back and get it. 55 seconds left on the advantage. 7:25 left to go in the first. .45 seconds as the Flyers head up ice. Oh, and it's stripped, and it's a breakaway for Seattle. And wide. Don't know if Vladar got a piece of that. Zegras back behind the net. Puck is loose here. Cates fighting for it. Zegras gets it. 19 seconds left on the advantage. Brink back to York. Tried to give it back to Zegras, but it's wide. Brink back to Forrester. Shot. He scores. 2-1. It's a power play goal. Forrester just ripped it. Two to 1 Flyers. Flyers right back in the zone. Dumps it in behind the net. Sent down back behind the Flyer net now. Fight for it there. In front. Seattle gets to the loose puck here. Oh, now the Flyers will clear it out the center. Oh, big hit there. We got to fight. Yo, he's still throwing punches. Yeah, let's go. Grabenkin raising his arms to the crowd, getting him pumped up. He did not like the hit on Hathaway there. It's definitely 5 each for fighting. A 10-minute misconduct. Wow. I don't mind. Actually, I agree with Boosh here in the Flyer broadcast. That was a nasty hit on Hathaway. Nothing was called, so he went right after him. And just beat him. 3 punches, he was down, and then he took a couple more swings at him. Who's going to serve the penalty, though? Yo, Mr. Charles, what is up, buddy? Charles says to smash them free subs and hit that like button. Let's go, Charles. So Flyers up 2-1 here, but Seattle on the power play. That one all the way down. Charles says he's great. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the first. Seattle still with the puck behind the Flyer net. I don't have a lot of these guys on my rosters here. Seattle still with the puck, looking for a clean shot. 1:14 left on the advantage. The pass across is wide, but Seattle still has it. Vladar with another great save. 1:02 left on the advantage. And the goal that they give up, I don't even blame that one on Vladar because it was deflected. Flyers win the draw and they get to the puck. And they will clear it all the way down. Less than a minute to go on the advantage. 5 minutes to go in the period. Seattle will come back up ice here. The Flyers are able to clear that one all the way down. 35 seconds left on the advantage. Seattle brings it up. Now they send it back to their blue line. Now they'll head up ice. They're onside. Looking to set up here. Oh, deflected, but Seattle gets to the puck. Centering pass, save Vladar. It's over into the corner. Connecting will clear all the way down. That'll end the power play. 4:05 left in the first. Oh, Kraken player fell down, but they get to the loose puck. Zegras gets it, deflects it out. Race for the puck. Seattle will get to it. And he fell down. Seattle gets to the puck. Centers one. No shot. Back behind the net. It's 3-on-2 for the Flyers. Shot deflected wide by Tippett. Tried to bank one off the back of the boards. Seattle will head up ice. 3:05 left in the first. Brink sends it back down deep and chases. Puck is loose here. Sealer tried to keep it in. Cates gets back to it at the Flyer blue line. Forrester sends it back behind his own net. Juleson's there. Brink tried to clear it, but unable to. Seattle keeps it in. Big hit there in the corner. Flyers unable to clear. 2:10 left. Now the Flyers get to the puck. Forrester's got it. And the Flyers will clear it all the way down. They'll go for a change with 2 minutes left here. Flyers with 9 shots. Seattle with 8. Thank you, Charles. Couturier keeps it in. Slaps one. Shot. Where's the puck? It's wide. Seattle will peel it back, and now they'll head up ice. They'll get to the Flyer blue line and chase. Sanheim brought it in. Yeah, look. Tippett just dumps it back behind the net. Flyers will go for a change. That one wide of Ladar. Coots has got it. The puck is loose at the blue line here. Last minute of the first period here. Seattle's got it in their own end. Turnover. Flyers get to it. Zegras has got it. Juleson goes wide. Deflects out front, and Seattle will get to it and send it down. Is this going to be icing? It will. Charles says he's doing great. Charles says you know your worth. You don't need others to validate you. Just focus on being the best you can be. Let's go, Charles. Feel inspired to join in the chat and express yourself respectfully on the PAS network. Yeah, we got anywhere between about 6 to 10 people back and forth. First Flyer game of the 2025-2026 season that we're covering. Just think, now that the Flyer season has started, well, there's going to be a 2-week, 3-week break for the Olympics. Another big hit there on a Flyer player. 20 seconds left here in the first. Flyers have it. Holding on to it. Just looks like they're waiting to... No, now they'll head up ice. And they're offside. They are offside. I thought they were going to just hold it and take it to the end of the period, but 11.7 seconds left. Flyers still lead in shots 9-8. Lead on the scoreboard 2-1. Seattle wins it. They into the Flyers' end. 5 seconds left in the period. Tippett's got it now. And he'll just bank it up to center. And that'll take care of the first period. Seattle scored the first one. Eberle with the goal. But the Flyers respond with goals from Forrester and Tippett. And take a 2-1 lead into the second. I think shots are 9-8. Nope, 10-8. 10-8 after one. So good stuff, everybody. Let's take a look. Oh, we got to go to NHL.com because ESPN does not show you. They show you for NFL halftime, but they don't show you for NHL in between periods. Don't know why. Game Center. .15 minutes left in the intermission here. Detroit still leads Tampa Bay 7-0 in the first Monday night game tonight. 11:56 to go in the first half. Mariners and Blue Jays getting ready to get underway in about a half hour. But NHL, the Rangers and Wild are tied up at 1. Here in the second, they're in the first intermission. We're up 2-1 over the Kraken in first intermission, and the Sabres and Habs are underway. They're in Montreal. 18:40 to go in the first. So welcome back in, everybody. Back to some Flyers coverage. Let's look at last year, see when the first Flyer game we did was. Nope. First game of the season we want. Google. Google Sheets. That would only go back to January, so we want to go back to the one before that. We want to look at the 2024 stats. 2024 streaming views. NHL. Oh no, October 22nd, so almost to the day. Almost to the day that we started last year's coverage. Oh, there it goes. 12:41 left in the intermission. So how's everybody doing tonight? Now's the time to ask. Now's the time to chat it up so I can respond. Continue eating my snack. Ottawa, yep. We will be live Thursday night, 7 o'clock again, Flyers and Senators. Hey, Gina's here. Hi, Miss Gina. How are you this evening? Gina says PAS Nation popped in to say hello. Going to watch the game with Fitzy. Let's go. That's what I'd like to hear, Gina. Because anybody that's here when we're done tonight, we will redirect over to Fitzy's channel as well. She says she's doing great. Thank you. Thank you. Ten to 8. Once again, the Flyers get the 2 goals in the first. Forrester to tie the game and Tippett to put the Flyers up. I might have that backwards. Let's look at the game stats here. All right. Once again, shots are 10 to 8 in favor of the Flyers. Face-offs, Flyers have won 60% to 40%. That's 12 out of the 20. Flyers are 1 for 2 on the power play, where Seattle's 0 for 2. Hits tied at 7 apiece. Block shots, Seattle has 4. Flyers 3. And giveaways and takeaways, not too concerned about them. Oh! These 2 teams play tonight. They're playing tonight. And they play again on my birthday. Let's go. Hey, there he is. Fitzy's here. Is that the Mets on the ice? Nah. Can't be the Mets. They're winning. Can't be the Mets. They're winning. What's up, Fitzy? You still doing the baseball game tonight? Fitzy says, yeah, I'll be live in 6 minutes. When is your birthday, Mr. John? December 28th. Carry the 1. I'll be 145 this year. 145. Mr. John, CEO, host, author. Can I ask an NFL question? Should the Jets and the Dolphins organizations fire their head coaches? My Jets, no. I do not think the Jets should fire their head coach. Not yet, anyway. I don't know enough about the Dolphins. Is the coach the problem, or is the quarterback the problem? Fins up, so it sounds like we're going to be good this year and years to come. If you're talking about the Flyers, I agree. Cool. Nelson is 12:30. Let's go. Did Torts get ejected? Yeah. Yup. Thank goodness we don't have to worry about that anymore. My goodness. Charles says, let's go Philadelphia Flyers. Yeah, good first period. Seattle came out, scored first. But the Flyers come back with two. Let's see, we'll keep track here. Still 6 minutes to go in intermission. So once again, Fitzy, make sure you post your link in the chat before you leave. Fitzy will be live for the Blue Jays and Mariners game tonight. Uh-oh, Mrs. PAS texted me. Alright, guys, there's Fitzy's link. Make sure you check Fitzy out. Tonight, once again, he's got the Mariners Blue Jays game 7. But during the football season, Fitzy's got Patriot stuff, Michigan Wolverine stuff. Hockey does a lot of Boston Bruins. Baseball season, he covers all the Red Sox action. Texas heads up, I'll be bringing the throwing pan back. Don't laugh at that, Charles. Don't encourage Thomas. Fitzy says, I have to leave for the stream. I shall return. No worries, Fitzy. If you don't return, we're still redirecting everybody over to you. Whoever might be here will redirect over to you tonight. Hopefully you get Jonathan in your chat tonight. I was texting with him today. So hopefully he'll be hanging out in your chat a little bit. Gina said she'll be there. I'm sure Bud will be there. Charles says, NHL Action Monday Night Edition, live stream broadcast on the PAS network. Host Mr. John. A lot of people doing the baseball game tonight. We still got a couple minutes left here in the intermission. Two and a half minutes to go in the intermission here. The Monday Night Football game started quick. Detroit scored quick, but it's still 7-0 with 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. He said sea legs. Yep. minute and a half to go here in the intermission. The Rangers and Wild are starting their second period. Tied up at 1. The Habs have a 1-0 lead over the Sabres halfway through the first period there. We'll keep an eye on the baseball tonight as well. Thank you, Gina. Yeah, enjoy Fitzy's stream. We'll be over after we're done. Thanks for hopping in. But yeah, no matter who's here, we'll redirect them over to Fitzy when we're done. A minute to go in the intermission here. Yo, there's DQ doing hot wings now? No, chicken strip baskets. All right, we're getting ready for second period action here. See you there. Still at commercial break. Because I have the football game playing on the TV, I'm going to turn what just happened? Fitzy. We're going to listen in to Fitzy while we're streaming. Mr. John, it was so sad to hear that former Tampa Bay Buccaneer running back Doug Martin died this past Saturday. He was an all-pro baller. Yes, he was. All right, here we go. Still waiting to drop the puck here. Here we go. It'll be Couturier, and he'll win it. Back to Sealer. Oh, played with a high stick. It should be an offensive zone draw for the Flyers here. Charles says, let's go. Hit that like button and sub. We've gained one so far tonight. We started at 82-34. Flyers will get an offensive zone draw here to the left of the goalie. Who's getting kicked out here? Is Coots getting kicked? No. Oh, he is. Connecting will take the face off. He wins the draw. Back to Drysdale. Blocked. Sealer keeps it in, though. Tippett keeps it in. Connecting. Over to Couturier. Shot, saved, the rebound is loose, and Seattle will get to it. Keeps it at 2-1. Seattle holding here. Not sure if they're changing up or what. And they send it in. Not enough for icing. Drysdale sends it around the boards, but Seattle keeps it in. That went in on Vladar. He'll just glove it and hold for a whistle. 18:59. Country Boy, welcome in, saying, come on, Kraken. Welcome in, Country Boy. Yep. Uh-oh, Team YouTube just sent something out. York's got it. Looking for a clear here. And they do. They get it out to the blue line. But Seattle gets to the loose puck. Brink's got it. Now behind the net. Looking for an outlet. Still holds. York hopped over York's stick. Flyers will send it all the way back and go for a change. Eberle dumps it into the Flyers' end, but they get to it and head right back up ice. Michkov's got it to Sanheim. And Seattle's got it. Eberle cannot make a clean pass, and the Flyers get to the loose puck. Michkov holds, fires. It's deflected wide. Zegras gets to the loose puck. Juleson. Dvorak knocked down in front. Nothing called. And Seattle unable to clear. Now they will clear. But the Flyers get to the puck at their own blue line. And dump it in. No icing as that one's deflected on the way in. Seattle gets it up to the red line. And we have a whistle. Oh, they're going to say that was not from the red line. So it's a face-off for the Flyers in the offensive zone. Where's Fitzy? Fitzy's a little loud here. Flyers win the draw. Sealer keeps it in, but Seattle intercepts and heads up ice. Nice job by Drysdale to poke it away, but Seattle gets to the puck. Newman sends it wide. Hathaway gets to the puck. Gets it out to center ice, but that's it. Puck, a whistle here at the Flyer blue line. I'm doing good, Country Boy. How are you? Thanks for coming in. A lot of sports action tonight. That's why a little low on the NHL stream tonight. We usually have much more people in here. That one backhanded, a race for the puck. Couturier skated past it. Konechny gets the puck, tries to center one to tip it, deflects it in. It goes wide. Yeah, no Espanol. You're talking about the Lions game. I'm not doing football tonight. James is here as well. No worries, James. If you want to watch some baseball streams, Fitzy's got the Fitzy's doing the ALCS. Sanheim. Rister is sent wide. Cates gets the puck back behind the net. He's bumped off but keeps it. Seattle will get to the loose puck. Forrester's there. Cates is still there. Nice little forecheck here by the Flyers. They'll shovel it out to center ice. Seattle brings it in onside. Flipped in on Vladar, and he'll just cover up. Wait for a whistle. Tippett brings it in, tries to center one. Shot, save. Big hit by Tippett there. Drysdale's got the puck, but it bounces out to center ice. Kraken send this one all the way down. It's deflected in on goal. So no icing. 15-10 left here in the second. Flyers get to the puck. Michkov's got it. Holds. Zamula holds. She scores! Found Konechny wide open on the side of the net. It's 3-1. TK's first goal of the year. So Michkov, Zamula, and TK. TK puts it home. Three to one, Fly Guys. Zamula and Michkov get their first assists of the year. That one deflected at center. Seattle gets to it and heads up ice. They'll dump it in. Vladar will grab it and cover up. Big scrum behind the net now. Juleson. Juleson just took his glove and rubbed it across the guy's face. Nothing like a little glove burn. The Flyers are going to get a power play out of that. I thought Juleson was going to get one as well, but no. Choose a Lou.
And the Flyers are going on the Geeko Power Play.
already have one tonight. Charles says, keep it up, my beloved Philadelphia Flyers. Country Boy says, come on, Kraken. Kate's taking the draw. Still a fight for the puck here. They hit the linesman. Brinks got it. York. Segrist holds. Back to York. The wrister. Score! We'll see if it gets deflected, but it's 4-1. We'll see who gets the goal. Second power play goal tonight for the Flyers. Where has this been? I think that's going to be Kate's goal. I think it's Kate's. Pour it on, says Charles. They are going to give that goal to Cates. It's 4-1. Looking for more. Couturier back out to Konechny. Tried to center it. Tippett's got it. Little shimmy now. Banks it around the boards. York's there. Sandheim. Back over to the corner. Tippett's there. And loses control. And Seattle will clear. But the Flyers get it at center ice. Goalie will stop it behind the net. Segrist keeps it in. Where's the puck? Oh, free behind the Kraken net. They'll get to it and head up ice. They get to the red line and dump. Vladar stops it behind the net. Leaves it for his defense. $13:10 left to go here in the second. Seattle's onside. Looking. Sealers in on Marchman. Lindgren, the shot. Hit a body out front. Save. Penalty upcoming on the Flyers. Seattle still with the puck. That one is sent up high. It'll go all the way back out. So Seattle has time to regroup here. I gotta double check my rosters here because I don't have a lot of these guys on my roster sheet. Seattle already has a 1-0 lead tonight against Toronto. Winding down to 2 minutes to go in the NFL tonight. In game 1, there's 2 games tonight. Seattle and Houston's the other game. Detroit up. This is shocking. Detroit up 14-0. Not that Detroit's winning, just the fact that they're shutting Tampa Bay out right now. One of the best offenses in football. Whether you're actively chatting, well, we gotta fix this, Charles. Let's see if we can fix this. There we go. Seattle has a power play here, but the Flyers get to the puck. They'll bank it down. 11:50 left in the play clock. 1:30 left on the advantage. Puck loose out front, and it. Oh, I just lost the game. They score. It's a power play goal. It's 4-2. 11:27 to go here in the second. I want to see that again. No chance for Vladar there. That one was deflected to the wide open man. So 4-2 Flyers, but Seattle right back in, putting on the pressure. Zamula will get to the puck behind the Flyer net. Now Konechny's got it up to the red line. We'll dump it down. Couturier, tip it, holds. We'll dump it down to tip it behind the net. Or Couturier, excuse me, turned it around. Nobody there. Tippett gets to the loose puck here. Centers one to Konechny. He's looking for an outlet. And that one deflected out to center ice. Flyers got to regroup. Flyers are offside, so they can't touch the puck here. $10:20 left in here in the second period, almost through this midpoint of regulation. Michkos gives chase. Neither team getting set up here. Seattle brings it out to center ice, and they'll head up into the Flyer end. Quick shot. Save, but Seattle gets to the loose puck. Another wrister. Gloves by Vladar, and he holds for a whistle. 9:48 left. We are past the midway point. Was that an interception? I think that's an interception. Let's go. Come on, Kraken, he says. Who scored? I gotta look. It's not somebody I had on my roster list. That was the first period. Nyman. Nyman scored his third of the year. They get it in front. Vladar with a save. Flyers cleared out the center. 9:30 left to go here in the second. That one sent all the way across ice. Cates deflects it out the center. Sanheim flips it out the center. Once again, neither team getting set up here. Sanheim turns it over in his own end. Alexiak takes a shot, blocked out front. Alexiak keeps it in. Drysdale slow to get up in front of the net. He's limping. But Seattle with the puck. Stevenson lost the puck. Flyers back the other way. The Flyers have it. Tippett's got it. And it's stolen by Seattle, and here they come back the other way. And the Flyers come back up the other way. 3-on-3. Konechny. And that one's intercepted, and that go back up the other way. Nice job by the Flyers to get back. 8:05 left to go here in the second period. Couturier's got it. We'll backhand at the center ice. Not enough for a change. Once again, the Flyers can't get the puck past the red line. Here comes Seattle back on. Saved Vladar. Puck is loose. Tippett gets to it. And once again, turned over. This one sent down behind the Flyer net. Where's the puck? Seattle's got it. 7:20 left. They'll dump it in. Zamula flips it up the boards. Deflected out to center ice. Zegras, just tried to make the pretty pass instead of shooting. Fight for along the near boards here. Zamula's got it. Up the middle, deflected. Flyers have it. Zegras has got it. Loses control. That's twice now Zegras has lost control. Brink deflects it in, but the goalie comes out and plays it. Turnover. Brink comes back in. Tried to make a pretty pass. Deflected wide, and Seattle head back up the other way. 6:20 left in the second. Flyers still up by 2. That one flipped out the center. The goalie's got to play it, so no icing. The Flyers will get it out to center ice to the red line. Michkov will dump it in at the blue line. But this will be icing on Seattle. Flyers will get an offensive zone draw here. Try to settle some things down. The shot by Forrester is blocked. Cates gets to the loose puck. Sends it back behind the net. Nobody there. Hathaway comes over. Big hit there. Flyers get to it. Cates has got it. Brings it in front. Shot. Save. The cord makes the save and covers up. We get a lot more pushing and shoving in front of the net. Charles says your attitude will determine your altitude. Not if you're on an airplane. So still 4-2 Flyers here. Still 14-0 Lions over the Bucks. Seattle still leads 1-0 over Toronto in Game 7. Tampa just called the timeout with 4 seconds left. They must be in field goal range. What am I eating? I am eating a soft pretzel, but I am dipping it in mustard. Sorry, I have not eaten dinner yet. Waiting for the face-off here. Field goal is good. So Tampa Bay gets on the board. 14-3 Detroit at the half. from the angle. Forster, that one goes wide and up and out of play. 5:20 left. You ate swamp rabbit for dinner. Fresh biscuits. Toronto Blue Jays just tied the game. Schwartz plays that one in. Fight for it behind the Flyer net here. 5 minutes to go in the second. Forrester gets to the red line. Big hit. Michkov fighting for the loose puck here. Forrester there. But Seattle comes away with the puck. They'll head up ice. Onside. Connecting, brings it in, the shot, save. And he'll hold. Cord with the save, holds on. Charles with the weather update from the Bahamas. Thank you, Charles. 82 degrees with an expected low of 77. Send some of that warmth this way. We're not getting up out of the 50s this week. No rain in the forecast with partly cloudy skies and humidity is at 70%. Seattle win the defensive zone draw. But the Flyers get to the puck at their own blue line. Couturier, tip it. Score! I think TK tapped it in. We'll see if it's Tippett or TK. You're kidding me. Unbelievable. 50s, right? One more quarter. No, they don't play quarters. Tippett. They're going to give it to Tippett. Let's see. I thought Konechny tipped it in. No, it's Tippett. Konechny hit it after it was already in. So Tippett's got two. Michkov with the puck. Zamula. Michkov waits. Tried to center it. It's intercepted. That one goes all the way through. Sealer's shot goes wide. 3:15 left in the second. Seattle gets it out to center, but the Flyers get the puck. Forrester brings it in, gives it to Cates. Flipped it out in front. Where's the puck? It's sent all the way down. This will be icing. 2:56 left in the second. He said everybody's got to be fired. Michkov with the puck. Drysdale with the slapper. Decour with the save. Couturier with 2 assists tonight. Tied for 10th in franchise history with 342 assists. The lowest temperature in Nassau, Bahamas was 20 back in January 1981. Oh, 20th of January 1981. 42 degrees. Wow. Played with a high stick at center ice. Played with a high stick. Either Hathaway or Kate, so they blow the whistle. Hathaway will take the face-off here at center ice. Flyers bring it in, but it's cleared back out to center ice. Flyers at center. Over to TK. They're onside. Konechny makes the spin move out to the point. York's got it. Oh, tried to go across ice to Sanheim, but Seattle clears it out. And the Flyers send it to the corner here. And now they'll head up ice. TK. Where's the puck here? 1:35 left in the second. Seattle brings it in on the side. A delayed call coming up against the Flyers. Cross check. 1:21 left. Oh, now a fight. Sanheim going after somebody. Now Konechny going after somebody. Fourth power play for the Kraken coming up. They're 1 for 3 so far. Right off the draw, wide. This one sent all the way down. 1:10 left in the period. Fight for it along the near board here. Seattle comes away with it. Stevenson. Dunn. Back to Stevenson. Back to Dunn. The shot blocked. Stevenson here, 35 seconds remaining. Puck is loose. It's cleared out to center ice. 30 seconds left in the period. 1:08 left on the advantage. "20 seconds. Seattle comes away with the puck in the Flyer end. Stevenson still holding, still looking. 9 seconds left. Goes cross ice. The shot blocked out front. His shot is blocked as well. And the period comes to an end. Still 39 seconds left on the advantage. But the Flyers get 3 that period. Seattle gets 1. Flyers won in shots that period as well, 11-9. Charles says, so great to have you all joining us tonight on the PAS Network. Your support and contributions always valued indeed. Cates has got 1. Yeah. Check in on Fitzy here while we're in between periods. I don't need that going. All right, end of the second period in New York. The Rangers and Wild are still tied up at 1. 12:54 to go in the second period. The Sabres and Habs are tied at 1. Jets and Flames tonight at 9:30. And the Hurricanes and Golden Knights at 10. Yo, what's up, DK? My two week break is over. What's up, buddy? AKA Postman. Nobody calls me that anymore, bud, but it's all right. Guys, make sure you check out DK Bones' channel. Does a great job of keeping you up to date on a lot of movies that are coming out. It helps us with some NFL coverage every once in a while. We'll get back to that as well. Oh, we need the NHL. We need the NHL website because ESPN does not tell you. "14 minutes in between periods here. Yeah, 13:31 to go. They're starting the third quarter there in the NFL. Game 1 tonight. Tampa Bay down 11 with the ball to start the second half. see if we can get a little bit darker of orange here for our scrolling bar. There we go. Let's see what's going on. We still got 11 and a half minutes in the intermission here. Love it. Some people hanging out with Fitzy tonight. We'll redirect over to Fitzy. He's doing the Seattle-Toronto game. Let me set that up. I will reset that. We do have 12 likes on tonight's stream. Thank you, everybody, for hitting them thumbs up. Oh, I forgot it's Monday night. Who's Fitzy? Charles with another one of his many quotes. Thank you, Charles. Let me come over and read that one out loud. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can always adjust my sail to reach my desired destination. What do we got? Oh. Gonna be close. Let's see, where is the NHL Network? We'll go over the stats here. 11-9. Yep. Okay. After 2 periods, the Flyers lead in shots 21-17. Face-offs won is at 62.8% for the Flyers, 37.2% for Seattle. Flyers have won 27 of the 43 face-offs. Flyers are 2 for 3 on the power play, where Seattle right now is 1 for 4, but they still have like 38 seconds left on the man advantage. Hits tied up at 15 each. Block shots 9 for Seattle, 7 for Philly. And a lot of giveaways tonight. 14 giveaways for the Flyers, 11 for Seattle. Charles says, speaking about wind, there's a tropical system in the Caribbean heading in our general area by next week. Not cool, Charles. Not cool. Hey, Scotty Hartnell. There he is. He wasn't there for the first intermission. Now he's there. We're showing some highlights here. The Wild and Rangers are getting ready to start the third period there. Tied up at 1. Sabres and Habs are still tied up at 1 with 8:27 to go in the second. And we're still about 5 minutes away from starting our second period here. Yep, connecting with his first goal of the season. Oh, did they change the one goal? Does Forrester have 2 goals as well? I don't think that was his goal. Forrester? Oh, they did. Forrester's got 2 goals tonight, too. Both power play goals. So we got to go with 2 here. We'll see if they change it, but right now, since they're giving him the goal, I got to leave it on there. See how much time we got. Still 4.5 minutes left in the intermission here. Tampa Bay got a touchdown, but they went for 2. Stop going for 2 until it's absolutely necessary. I don't understand why these teams don't understand that. The Giants did that yesterday and ended up costing them the game. Seattle has a 2-1 lead in the top of the third. Game 7 there. Winner. If Seattle wins, it'll be the first time they go to the World Series. We still got 3 minutes here in the intermission. Let's go. This is powerful indeed, says Charles. Showing some highlights here from the second period. Oh, it's pronounced it's Nyman, but it's pronounced Newman. It's spelled Nyman. My guess is with that U sound on the Y, he's from Finland. We have a minute 10 left here in the intermission. Scoring change. Let's see here what the Flyers say. Scoring change. Forrester gets credited with the power play goal for a second goal tonight. Cam York and Zegras. Yeah, I'm surprised. All right, getting ready for the third. Let's leave that open just in case the scoring changes again. And let's get ready for the third period here. Are they going to commercial break? No. All right, here we go. Start of the third period. 20 minutes away from a fly guy win. That one sent in on goal. Vladar tipped it away. York wants it around, but only out to the red line. Here comes Seattle again. Oh, offside. Offside by Seattle. Cam York, 3 assists tonight. Seattle wins the draw. Charles says, stay focused, my beloved Philadelphia Flyers. Yeah, with a 3-goal lead. Oh, I forgot. Seattle's still on the power play here. 7 seconds left. And Seattle will win the draw. 3 seconds left on the advantage, and they're offside. Detroit just got another touchdown. So a slow start to this third period here. And now Couturier is getting kicked out of the face-off circle. Flyers cleared out the center, but Seattle's got it. They head back up ice. It will not be icing. Couturier brings it out the center. But Sanheim gets it, dumps it in. The Flyers go for a change. That one sent wide of Vladar. Puck loose. Seattle gets to it behind the Flyer net. Centered in front. Blocked back. Zamula's got it. And flipped out to center ice, but Seattle back on it. Tried to center it. Flyers get to the loose puck. Zegras has got it to Michkov. He comes in. Zegras. Nope. Michkov could not get control of the puck behind the net. Seattle just flip it into the Flyer end. 2 minutes into this third period. Do they have shots in the third period? Oh, yeah. The puck is loose here at center ice. Seattle's got it. They're onside. Seattle's controlled tempo here so far in the third. The Flyers have the puck behind their own net looking for an outlet. Hathaway dumps it down low. Drysdale's got it at center ice. Lachenko could not control that. 17 minutes left. Here comes Seattle. They're onside. A wide angle shot saved by Vladar. That one's hit into the corner. Where's the outlet? It's blocked, but the Flyers do get it back and then flip it out to center ice. Charles says, for every cause there's an effect, and for every action there's a reaction. The choices we make. Fight for the puck behind the Flyer net. The Flyers get to the loose puck here. Forrester gets to the red line and dumps. Cates still looking for an outlet. And Seattle will clear it into the Flyer end, but not enough. Oh, they are going to call it icing. 15:56 left. I did not think it was icing. Flyers win the draw. Tippett's got it. Juleson. Zamula flips it into the corner. Flyers get to the puck. Tippett now along the near boards here, looking for an outlet. Save. The puck's still loose. And the court actually jumps up on it and gets the whistle. Oh, new goaltender in that, actually. I did not realize that. Cord gave up 5 goals sitting on the bench. Seattle wins the draw and will flip it out to center ice. But the Flyers deflect it out to center. Where's the puck? Seattle is offside. Let's clean this up here. There we go. Pass is broken up at the blue line. Flyers dump it down low. Fight for the puck here at center ice. Flyers will get to it, dump it back to Zamula in their own end. Wait for a change. 14:40 left in regulation. Forrester whips it in. Zamula has it. Sanheim. That one deflected wide. And Sanheim's got it, whips it back down low. Cates. Forrester back behind the net. Cates behind the net. Looking for an outlet. Centers it. It's wide. Where's the puck? It's still bouncing around. And then Seattle will get to it. And now they'll clear. They get it out to center ice. Zamula fighting for the puck. But Kraken will get to it. 13:45 left in regulation. Seattle brings it in. Shot is wide. Save base by Vladar. Tippett brings it in. He's got Konechny with him. Oh, it's poke checked away. And here comes Seattle the other way. They're onside. Seattle keeps it in. Back behind the net. Konechny flips it out to center ice. Couturier looking for the loose puck. But Seattle gets to it. 12:50 left. Hathaway shot save. Grubauer coming in and looking sharp here in the third period for Seattle. keeping this a 3-goal game. We get a TV timeout here. Let's check in on some other scores here. Let's make sure we are fresh. Nope. Not yet. 9:49 left there in New York. The Wild have a 2-1 lead over the Rangers. End of the second period, the Sabres and Habs still tied up at 1. The only other 2 games tonight, Jets and Flames tonight at 9:30, and the Hurricanes and Golden Knights at 10. Check in on Fitzy doing the baseball game tonight. Seattle has a 2-1 lead in the top of the 4th. And the Lions have a 21-9 lead over the Bucks with 2:45 left to go in the third quarter. Almost said third period. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate Charles being here with the low crowd tonight. A lot of sports options tonight, so a lot of people around the YouTube streets. Flyers win the draw. The shot, save. Puck is loose here. Shot is wide. The puck's loose. They tried to bank it in. Seattle gets to the puck. It's cleared out to center ice. 12 minutes left in regulation. The puck's loose here. Where's the puck here? Flyers have it in their own end. York's got it. Flyers must be continuing to change here. Zegras. Zegras brings it in. Flips it towards the net. It's wide. Michkov has it. Out to the point. Wrist shot is wide. Once I'm available, Mr. John, I will be in attendance to perform my mod duties and support the PAS network to the best of my humble ability. Let's go, Charles. No icing here. 10:50 left in regulation. Detroit up 12 and with the ball. Flyers are offside here. 10:43 left. Seattle brings it in. Wide of the net. Everly, the shot, blocked wide. Flyers get to the puck and will head up ice. Cates dumps it down low, but Seattle's got it. Seattle will bring it in onside. Forrester knocks it away. We're at the midway point of the third period. Forrester will flip it back out to the neutral zone. The Flyers are content with the clock running. Oh, the official got upended. A big cheer from the crowd. Tippett deflects it in, so no icing. Tippett with a big hit. And the Flyers will bring it up. And now we got to fight. TK and somebody. Oh, TK throwing punches. 3 uppercuts. TK's pissed off about something. And they go down to a knee. The officials will jump in. And TK's still throwing punches. That is something we have not seen from the Flyers in the past couple seasons. Oh, man. The guy from Seattle gets up, nose all bloody, blood all over his shield. Wow, top of the 4th inning there. Seattle's up 2-1, but threatening with runners on first and second and 2 out. Oh, lingering. He's still got blood dripping down his face. Well, yeah, when he takes him down, I think that's when he starts bleeding because he keeps swinging. Yo, TK's still pissed off. In the upcoming World Series championship games, I'm pulling from whichever team plays the Dodgers. Me too. Whoever plays the Dodgers is who I'm rooting for. So no matter who, I'm rooting for Toronto tonight. But if it's Seattle against Detroit or Seattle against the Dodgers, I'll be rooting for Seattle. Agreed, Charles. The Flyers are getting the power play out of this. And the power play is over. So that didn't last long. 4 seconds. You're rooting for Toronto as well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Couturier tripped him. Gotta call it. It'll be 4-on-4 for a minute 56. The puck free. Out front. Flyers will get to it and head behind their own net. Seattle gets to the puck somehow. Don't know how. Fleury brings it in. Shot is tipped wide. Sanheim tried to cut it off. Forster gets to the puck. Nice job. 8.5 minutes left in regulation. Forster. Back to York. Flyers getting a change here. And they're just holding the puck. 1:05 left on the 4-on-4. Oh, he lost control. And here comes Seattle. That would be a delayed offside, so the Flyers get a free out. They bring it in. Tip it. Comes in. Back behind the net, and it's poked away. And Seattle will head back up ice. Nope. Tippett's got it at center and turns it over. 30 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Shane Wright with the puck. And he'll take it back out to center ice. 7.5 minutes left in regulation. Seattle will have a 4-second power play after this is over. Seattle has it. Looking for an outlet. Back behind the net. And the power play is over. Couturier out of the box. Here he comes. Holds, set. Oh. And now here comes Seattle the other way. It's a 3-on-2. The shot. That one blocked by Sanheim, up and out of play. 6:51 left. Flyers win the draw. Couturier with the shot. That one's deflected up and out of play. I gotta find out why I don't have all the rosters here. Seattle wins the draw and will bank it out to center. Nope. Now they bank it out to center. They're onside. Fight for it along the near boards here. Michkov's got it. Onside. Oh, tried to center it. But Michkov intercepts it. And now he'll drop it back to the Flyer blue line. 6:05 left in regulation. Flyers still up 5-2. Flyers lead in shots this period, 4-3. They're offside, but the Flyers have a free out. Nope. Seattle has it. Seattle brings it in. Schwartz along the near boards here. They will dump it down low. Done. Oh, delayed penalty coming up on the Flyers, and that one's deflected up and out of play. 5:19 left. Seattle will have the man advantage when we get back. Commercial break here. Let's take a look at some of the other NHL action going on tonight. 4:22 left. The Wild have a 2-1 lead over the Rangers. And Sabres and Habs tied up at 1 with 19:02 left. Our next live stream will be Thursday night. Flyers and Ottawa Senators. Captain's crew neck giveaway. Yes. Seattle on the power play. The shot. Wide. Where's the puck? Seattle keeps it in. Nice pass. Off the post this time. Yikes. Newman. Hello, Newman. Hey, what's the score? It's 5-2 Flyers. 5-2 Flyers with not much time left. Hold on. 5:10 left. Yep, 5:10 left. 1:45 left on the advantage here for Seattle. Done. Stevenson now. Stevenson back with the puck. That's a lot of time in hockey, especially when one of the teams has got the power play. 1:24 left on the advantage. Stevenson. Done. Beniers. Back out to Dunn. Stevenson sends it down low. Back to Stevenson. Tried to center it, and it gets deflected up and out of play. 4:25 left. 1:06 on the advantage. Man, I gambled and lost my money. I had positive, so mad. Okay. Well, what was your bet? Oh, the Flyers unable to clear. 58 seconds left on the advantage. 4:10 left in the period. Flyers need to clear. The centering pass is deflected wide. Deflected out of the zone. Not far enough for the Flyers to get a change, though. You're a bit nervous. That one deflected wide by Hathaway. Puck still loose here along the boards. And they keep it in. 15 seconds left on the advantage. Shot. Vladar with the blocker save. It goes up and out of play. 3:31 left. 12 seconds left on the advantage. I'm too nervous, he says. It's a 3-goal game, so I don't think they'll pull the goaltender. That one cleared all the way down. This will take care of the advantage. 3:20 left. We have a whistle offside at the line. Seattle wins the draw, sends it all the way down. 3 minutes left. Forrester's got it. Oh, Tippett, excuse me. Zamula. And the Flyers will flip it into the Seattle end. Zegras brings it in with speed. The shot wide. Flyers get to the puck. 2:20 left. Shot. What a save. The rebound. Deflected wide. Zegras enters it. Gravenkin. Drysdale. Zegras. The pass is blocked. Sealer sends it down low. Less than 2 minutes to go. And Seattle will bring it up to center ice. At the Flyer blue line, it sits there, and the Flyers get to the puck. Zegras tried to center it, but it's blocked out the center. 1:40 left. Seattle clears it back out the center. And now they'll move it into the Flyer end. They're onside. 1:25 left in regulation. Brink brings it up ice. Nobody on him. Fires. That one blocked and saved. Held on to by the goalie. 1:18 left. Oh, Vegas and Carolina play tonight. Both those teams are undefeated. Seattle does not have a regulation loss as of yet either. Zamula. Hathaway tries to bank it out. Fight for it along the far boards. The Flyers flip it out to the Seattle end. Not enough for icing. Last minute of play in the third period. Flyers have it at center ice. Offside. Absolutely, Charles. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know that the numbers were not good. But for our first hockey stream of the season, not bad. Not bad at all. And we'll take it. We'll take a Flyer win anytime. for the people that are here, when we end the stream tonight, just don't up and leave the chat. I'll ask you if you want to redirect over to Thomas Fitzpatrick. And that one deflected out to center. Flyers have it. And they come in. Michkov. And he's looking to pass. Drysdale's got it. 23 seconds left. And that one deflected back out to center. 18 seconds left. Nine seconds left. Seattle's just holding the puck here. 5 seconds left. And that'll do it. Our first Flyers stream of the year. They walk away with a 5-2 victory. So we had a hat trick alert for a couple guys, but neither one of them were able to get a goal this period. So great job tonight by the Flyers. Don't like all the power play opportunities they gave up. But let's go once again. Don't forget, we'll be back live Thursday night for the Flyers in Ottawa. I subbed too. Thank you so much for subbing. Really appreciate that. Yeah, congrats on the bet. Congrats on winning the bet. When I end the stream, it's going to ask you if you want to redirect over to Thomas Fitzpatrick. He's got the ALCS Game 7 tonight. And we'll see everybody next time.